Hey, so let's go over USD CAD, the 1 hour chart. I took the period separators off. Let me see. It's not allowing me to put it on here. Let me see. I guess I should have done it before I started. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, it's on the 1 hour, the 4 hour chart. I wonder why it won't give me it. Oh, duh. All righty then. Here we go. So I'm going to quickly break down your support and resistance levels. But what I want to do first is, because I know some people are confused with the supply and demand zones versus support and resistance levels. So just think of it this way. The supply and demand, the demand is at the bottom, is where we are demanding something from the supplier. So we are going to be buying something from here. We're demanding something. Okay, so from the demand zone, it takes a long stretch. And when it gets to the top side, it's going to give us a supply. And we're going to change this red, of course. Okay, now that you have your zones, we're not talking about support and resistance levels. We're talking about the zones where price is rejected and price makes big movements away from here. See that? It make big movements, not coming up there for a while. So same here. It came down here. It's not coming back down here for a while. So, okay, so when you are wanting to talk about support and resistance, so okay, here you have your support at the bottom, resistance. I wish there was an easier way, and it probably is. I just probably don't know it yet. So this is your resistance. Just trying to explain to you the best way I know how so you can understand. Support. I wish I could fast forward this for y'all. Sorry, I just don't know yet. I'm just, I'm trying to give you what I got here. Because if you could understand it this way, then it's going to be easier for you. Just bear with me. And if you're tired of this, you can just fast forward, okay? Because I have to explain it this way so that you can understand what it is. Just bear with me until I get to the top, y'all, okay? I'm not going to worry about this pullback right here because it's so close to this. So I'm just going to use this one for the sake of time, your time. I don't want to, take up too much of it. I know, right? Okay. We're almost there. I know someone's going to be like, there's an easier way to do this, but I don't know about it yet. I hope you're starting to get the concept now of why people will say the support and resistance levels are the same as supply and demand. because you do have a resistance here, but your supply zone is here. So that's true. You do have a support level here, and your demand level is here. Let's put that support down here. Okay, so you have your support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support. Let's put the S. We have to finish this off because I want to explain something to you so it can be easier for you to understand. Okay, support. We're back at resistance. Okay, when we're gonna get to the good part right now, let me show you. So you know when you are having this here, your support, I'm gonna skip the resistance because you see it. This is your resistance. Your resistance has been broken because it continued to go up, right? Pull back, you have your support. Your resistance, again, it has been broken. Go up, pull back, you have your support again. Go up, your resistance. This resistance have been bypassed. Went up, got your pullback, you have your supply. Now, I'm going to draw a line here. So pay very close attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to draw this line here because this is your support. Because it's at the bottom. It went up. Okay, your resistance. Pay attention. This is your support, right? No more. Why? Because it bypassed it. It went underneath it, right? Now, look at this. Pay very close attention. Price went back up. Let's move this support level over here so we can see. Okay. Did price come back up here? No, it did not. But this was your support zone, remember? Once price closes beneath your support, okay? Now, mind you, this is an hour chart, and pulls back. It has given you an engulfing pattern here. The bear is engulfing the bull, which means the bears are now in the market, okay? The bears came in the market here after you have reached your supply zone. This is a major zone. So once you get to these levels, this is where you will be looking for price to reverse. Okay? Price came down past your support level. Pull back. Normally, sometimes it pulls right back into it, but most times it'll just continue to the downside, in which right here you received your pattern. Now, this is no longer support. This is now resistance. Let me show you. This is now resistance because price did not come above here. If price would have come above here and did this, if price would have come above here and did this, retested the zone, and continued up, then this of course will still be your supply zone. See? Because it will be here at the bottom. But it did not do that. So I'm going to remove these. So I don't want you to be, because I don't want you to be confused. Uh-oh. I don't want you to be confused. Let me put that back up there, because that's important. Sorry. I keep deleting the wrong thing. Okay. Hold on. Have to put the R back. Okay, so let's pay attention to this. This was support, and it continued to the upside. We have reached a main zone, our supply zone, and we waited for our pattern. Our pattern has taken place, and we dropped to the downside. And we bypassed what some people will call the neck of the M. We bypassed what I and we know to be your support. Price came down. Price did not, again, go up and up. It came down, giving you a, since now you're going lower, right? Giving you a lower high right here. And continuing to the downside. And now we're doing the opposite. Look at here. Pay attention, please. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just telling you to please look. Just take your time and look. I really, really want you to understand and get it. Because trust me, I know how those days were. It was horrible trying to learn all of this and not understanding. But if you don't quit, you will get it. Trust me when I say you will get it. You won't be working for nobody but yourself. Okay, so now we're making higher highs and higher lows. I'm sorry, lower. Since we're going lower, this is your lower high and your lower low, your lower high, your lower low. Okay, so let's mark those. Because here's the thing. When you get your resistance, this is your support, because this is the bottom of this, right? You've bypassed this. This is no longer your support. You're back at resistance. This is no longer your support because you're constantly bypassing it. So here's the part where you pay close attention. Okay, you see now this zone here, you see this pattern and all of this foolishness. Once price starts to do things that it's not supposed to do, like it didn't give you another low, instead it gave you ranging. And if you know what ranging is, it's when price is going sideways. So when you get something like this, you're waiting to see what's going to take place here. Okay? You have to pay attention to price. That's all. And you can even take your shape and color this in if you want. But just bear with me so that you don't be confused. So when price is going sideways and it's not giving you a direct higher high and higher low, you don't really want to be in this middle unless you know how to scalp. But let me show you what you would do. You're going to box these top wicks off right here. Don't even bother with this. This is all fake, false, false, false. And you'll get that. Okay, go back in here in your inserts, go in your shapes, go in your rectangle, come down here, close this whole rectangle off. Let's make it, so I double clicked it so I can change the color of it because I want you to do the same thing. I want you to keep, just, keep up with what you're doing. Okay, you've boxed this in. Why did we do this? Well, because price is going sideways and you're not trying to lose any money. This is no longer trending. It's not giving you the higher highs and higher lows yet. You are waiting to see if this is going to go up or if it's going to continue down. And right now, price does not look like it's coming out of this box because, as you can see, if you pay attention here, the candles are starting to go up, up. Even though it's small little gestures, it matters. So let me just show you. Get your trend line here. Don't let this confuse you. If you need to rewind it, you can do so. Look, see the price is starting to go this way and up and out of this box, in which that's what has happened. So again, what you'll do now is come back so you can follow your price and ask yourself, what is price doing now? Ask yourself, what is price doing now? Is it making higher highs and higher lows or lower highs and lower lows? And always look to the left. You see the lower, since it was going lower, this was your lower high. Did price pass this point? Let's get your trend line. Let's mark that off. Take it over. Continue. 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 Interesting. Remember, this was your resistance, right? Is it still? It's been broken. Price came back to retest. So the resistance has turned into what? Support, right? You just want to follow your trades this way and make it really easy for you, because this is your money. You're trying to make this money. So you need to know where you can enter. And this will be a perfect area to enter. Okay? So even though you have these, make sure you break your charts down. You see the setups, go down to your lower time frames and just find out where you can get in. When you are no longer in a downtrend, you already came from here. If you are no longer in a downtrend and you're starting to do weird stuff, are you trending? No, you're not. So now, are you starting to be in an uptrend? You have your trend line here. Let me double click it if it'll allow me. Take your trend line up. Don't worry about the noise. Take your trend line up and follow it, okay? Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate anything. Make it work for you. Like I always say, make your charts, make your stuff work for you. False breakout. You see the false breakout right here?